Hey guys, we're back with the house in Fata Morgana, and this will be almost definitely the finale of the house in Fata Morgana. Not including, I know there's like backstage. I assume that's one of those. I'm not counting that. So yeah, this will be the true ending. Let's call it that. There's one more stop to make. Last time we did Let's Go, which was a bad ending where the deer killed us. And I assume we're gonna go talk to the man in the painting now. There's still one more soul that needs releasing. Be my guide. I assume the man in the painting is George's. I forget how that conversation went, but I've been meaning to go back and rewatch it, or just reread it. Either one. You know, I have a video of it, so. Still holding Morgana's hand, make my way up to the wall, where the landscape painting hangs. You told me to come back if I ever figured out your name. George's. What song is this? This played once or twice before, I think. This is the Door 7 song, I know that. Hey, Michelle. Hello. How do you figure out it was me? Of course I'd recognize my own brother. Well, granted, I didn't recognize you at first. It's not every day your big reel winds up as a painting, huh? It was quite the surprise when I finally made the connection. I'll bet it did. Hold on a minute. You two are brothers? I assumed you knew. Oh, hello there. Quite the companion you've got there, Michelle. So what brings you two to my little corner of the house? I've decided. I'm going to extinguish the mansion. Oh, really? Well, isn't that something? Exactly, I just told you what I'm having for supper. This place is going to disappear. Forever. Well, yeah, sure, but what brought about this? I've lost interest in cursing them. Haha! Now that's some good news. You seem to get along surprisingly well with her. Time out the hoo-ha, and nobody else to talk to will do that to you. Not that she ever gave me the time of day much. Expecting me to stand here and listen to you yammer on for hours on end? The only thing you're good for is tossing rubbish into it. Wait, so she was the one that put the master bedroom key in the painting? That she was. Just tossed her right on without even asking. Why would you get rid of the key to my room? I had no use for it. Being in that room always made me uncomfortable. And has this terrible warmth to it. I couldn't stand it. Ah. Sure glad she only tossed the key though. Would have been bad if she tossed me out with it. I didn't see the need. Oh shoot, I'll be right back. It'll only be like 3 minutes, don't worry. I'm finishing this game today no matter what. Even if there's like an avalanche. No, I live on a snowy mountain, as you guys know. I don't live on a snowy mountain. But I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that, we're back. I did find it curious there is a soul here I hadn't summoned, but you're ultimately harmless, so I simply pretended you weren't there. So she'll ignore him for hundreds of years? I understand now what you meant, Michelle. When you said this world didn't belong only to me. Your brother was able to find his way here. This is a place deeply bound to your soul. I'm no expert on none of the spiritual stuff. All I know is one day I was just here. Here and full of regret. So if I had to guess, say I probably ended up here because I wanted to be somewhere I could feel you, Michelle. Gorgeous. Would you be so kind as to let me apologize? I know quite well how sorry you are. You've already apologized once, besides. 1 year's not seeing you, not hearing from you, not having any idea what you thought about me. So when I got that painting, it was a huge blow to me emotionally. Talking to you again was reminding me of what kind of person you really are, George's. You didn't mean to hurt me. Nope. Honestly, if I had no idea what I was doing. Mom said paint it, so I painted it. When she told me she'd sent it off to you, I didn't really think anything of it. Never even crossed my mind to think about how you felt out there, all alone. The kind of pain you're going through just because of the way you were born. When you're not the one on the receiving end, it's easy to be completely blind to your own actions. Never even occurred to me that we'd essentially exiled you, Michelle. Not until it was all over. Really, all I can say is sorry you got stuck with such a dope for a brother. All I had to do was think about it for 2 seconds, or I would have realized what we were doing. You know, at the time I thought, what's it matter if you're a guy or a girl? You're still you. But I was young. It's not that simple. I can only imagine someone coming up to me one day and saying, nah, you're actually a girl. Everyone I care about suddenly not wanting anything to do with me. What a drag that'd be. Real sorry, bro. It's okay, Georges. I forgive you. Thanks. I wanted so badly to see you and Didier again, Georges. While I didn't get that chance in life, I'm still glad to have the opportunity to talk to you now. Hear the things you've never got to say. It pains me to see you reduced to this form, but knowing that it's a result of overwhelming regret, that you are just that desperate to find me again, it warms my heart. What? What on earth was that? Betraying my dangest not to burst into tears! I don't think it worked very well though. What happens if my painting cried? It's like all the paint drip. Does the canvas look wet? Could he feel it for me? I think I'll pass. Not feeling up for any brotherly love? Honestly. Relieved to see you're still the same Georges as I always knew. Hahaha. Changing ain't really my thing after all. I suppose it isn't. This doesn't sit right with me. What? Why not? You're letting him off the hook far too easy, Michelle. I know very well just how much pain that painting caused you. Might as well have been what resurrected me. I moved past that though. Make him pay for what he did. Scribble on him. Do what? Scroll your anger all over that ridiculous painting. But I'm not angry. And that's a dang fine idea if I've ever heard one. You most definitely need to make me pay, Michelle. Georges? Go on, hit me with everything you got. Scribble away. Even if I wanted to, I have nothing to draw with. Just use your finger and I'll trace it out for you. Come on, what are you waiting for? He really wants me to draw on him, doesn't he? He more than deserves it, Michelle. Bring it on, Michelle! This conversation got bizarre fast. Okay. I'll draw on you. Oh my! Now that's downright ghastly. What? You might actually have potential, Michelle. Voodoo dolls are the last thing I expected from you. 4 of them at that. And a demonic being alongside them. That's Ugly Speckles Mark 2! Or maybe it's Mark 1. Say that's Michelle, you can tell by the long hair. The deer and Georges? You better not have drawn Amy. Oh, you just feel your burning rancor, Michelle. Rancor? That's not what I drew at all. What then? What is it? It's not important. Now that that's finished, I think it's time we all took our leave. Oh, I can come too? Well, I might need a little help with that, Michelle. As you can see, walking ain't one of my talents. That's alright. I'll carry you. Careful taking me off my hook. By all means, feel free to drop him, Michelle. I must say, that is a rather amusing sight. It's definitely not every day you're going to see a full-grown man turned painting being hauled down a spooky hall by his little bro. Georges. Does make me wonder, though. Are you two really brothers? I have a hard time believing you share even a drop of blood with this obnoxious lout, Michelle. We are brothers, right, Georges? Oh, whoa, don't you start questioning it too, Michelle. We're absolutely, positively, 100% brothers. She has a good point, though. We don't even look that much alike. No shocking family plot twists here. I've known you since you were a baby, Michelle. Maybe you were secretly illegitimate, Georges, not me. You're not gonna let go of this, are you? Just playing with you. Oh my god. He just laughed. Yes? What? I didn't get to see it! What was it like? Give me all the details! An ordinary laugh. Has Michelle never laughed? Is the world ending? It's not that big a deal. I laugh just like everyone else. No, you most certainly do not. Nope, you definitely don't. Well, so much for a tearful reunion with my brother I always knew and loved. Anyway, since we're making character here, how about one from our favorite witch too? And no cackling, that doesn't count. Excuse me? Oh, what do you want me to? Because every time I've seen you smile, it's never been about anything good. Plus, now that you got your face back, actually quite the looker. Go on, give me a big old grin. Not happening. Come on! Okay, fine, if you don't want to do it for me, pretend it's for Michelle. What do I have to do with anything? You can do it for old Michelle, can't you? Show him those pearly whites, girly. Oh, if you insist, I suppose I could smile for Michelle, but only him. Excuse me? Was that supposed to be my voice? Because I do not sound anything like that. Ha ha ha! Look it, all puffing your cheeks and you're right in the face. Georges, try not to tease her too much. Don't know how anyone could stand you. It's like every word that comes out of your mouth looks solely to ruin the mood. You know, maybe it wouldn't hurt to lighten up a bit. This is the end of a long journey, but that doesn't mean we have to make it a somber, uptight affair. I'm genuinely not sure how I feel about you, most somberly uptight man I know, telling me to lighten up. She's got a point. But I'm not that bad, am I? Anyway, shall we be off? Now? That we shall! The witch and her band of merry men departs! Not sure if one person at a talking painting constitutes as a band. Giselle, I know we'll find each other again. I have faith we will. We'll cast away the mansion's darkness. Then we'll await your return, no matter how long it takes. Yes, I think it's time we took our leave. And we bring the deer back to the satellite with the power of brotherhood, right? Having finished what we set out to do, and retrieved Georges as well, we make our way to the mansion's entrance hall. The large door stands there firmly shut, holding in the darkness as it has for countless generations. That time is almost at an end. The door ready to be opened, to end the cycle, and begin anew. Being up painting for all these years, I never realized just how big a place this was. All I ever got to see was a hallway, maybe a couple of doors. I mean, talk about dull, you know? It was like I'm on an adventure, exploring a whole new world. Very, very dark world. Michelle? What do you mind shutting him up? Only we were that simple. Can you blame me for being talkative? It was a lonely life. That'd be fine if you had any concept of the appropriate time and place to be chatty. Are you aware of where we are right now? The entrance, by the looks of things. Precisely. The end to a centuries-long act of vengeance is but a few feet beyond that door. And you're chatting away like it's another day at the court. Try to maintain at least a semblance of gravity, if you would. Starting to notice you're rather ceremonious, aren't you, Morgana? This is a day to be celebrated, not to be all stiff and no fun allowed. Are you not at all worried? There's no guarantee any hope lies beyond that door. After all, when the mansion disappears, so too will we. That is the rightful state of things. Our present forms may cease to exist, but our souls will live on. So long as they do, we will eventually return to the world. Let's press onward, not fearing a temporary end. Well said, Michelle. If I had feet, you just let me right off them. Georges, I'm beginning to wonder what would happen if I threw you at the wall. Now, let's not do anything hasty. Oh, for God's sake. You're the guide. So let's go then, shall we? Morgana's right. There's a severe lack of gravity to the affair. But thanks to George's lackadaisical nature, whatever fear I have is gone as well. His ever playful interactions bring me back to when I was alive. To when it was me and my two brothers. Fond memories of the times we had together, the admiration I had for them, of me chasing after them. Nothing could possibly replace those days. I'm glad I've had a chance to reflect on them, if briefly, before the end. Take a few steps forward, stopping just in front of the door. Morgana steps up beside me. I envision the light that lies beyond it, radiant and white, waiting to rip through the darkness. The light we seek, that we've long sought. I take in a deep breath, look up at the door, place my hand on its hard surface, and push it open, welcoming the future it holds. Burn the witch! What? Ah! Crucify the impure. Take one step back, then another. What we find outside is not a blinding realm of light, but churning blackness and the stench of blood and rust. Metal clanks, growing louder with each heavy footstep of the approaching night. Death to the unholy. 3 days and 3 nights, hanged upon the cross, purified by the fires of heaven. Death. What's going on? I never summoned this thing. Even though we're no longer holding hands, I could feel Morgana trembling. She's no longer the witch, the once absolute ruler of this domain, but a frantic young girl. We read this before, but I'll read it again. Placing my arm around her shoulder and pulling her in, I stare, half dumbfounded, at the night. It is our holy duty, as knights of the church, to deliver punishment unto the heathen, who made a pact with the devil. The night draws nearer and nearer. Its movement sluggish but constant. Dear. Wait, for real? Crucify the witch. Cast judgment upon the demon. The word witch, coming from the delirious vengeful phantom's mouth, proves far more distressful for Morgana than me. Well, hold on. What's D doing here? Please, come to your senses, dear. I know it's you. Judgment. Crucifixion. Execution. No, I'm not. I'm not a witch. The knight is partially oculated by the dark, writhing miasma enveloping him, but he bears the same muscular build as the deer I knew in life. He is unwaveringly determined to see us executed. Dear, this is not how I hoped our reunion would go, dear. Why, after so long, very long, is this how the three of us find each other again? Images flashed through my mind. The day I left the Bollinger estate, when Didier promised me we would one day meet again. Them giving me a huge hug before I climbed into the carriage. First Didier, then George's. Is this not my fault? Is he here because I wished for you reunited with my brothers? Is this the way fate chose to grant that wish? Burn the witch. Well, look at that. Guess I'm not your only blockheaded brother, huh? George's. Before you get any bright ideas, Michelle, it's not your fault our long-awaited family reunion didn't quite go as planned. Just like me, D cursed himself. Only it seems his was a whole lot more powerful. God, I really didn't pay a lick of attention to either of you, did I? The unclean witch must be purified from this world. It is my duty. Hey D, are you in there? Shoved a whole lot of crap onto your plate. Keeping up the family name, taking care of Mom. Just about everything I could leave to you, I did. I must uphold the honor of the family name. Then when it was all over, I blamed you for killing our little brother. I was convinced that you could do anything, that you were stronger than anyone. Crucify the witch. I'm sorry, D. Burn the witch. He continues his plotting march forward, seemingly unaffected. It's impossible to tell if George's words are getting through to him. Stop, Didier. Please. My words don't seem to be either. Didier! He's closing in on us. We're running out of space to retreat. Alright, D. That's how it's gonna be. But just this once, okay? The knight takes another heavy, merciless step towards us. The exit's right there. But we're backed up against the wall. The end was almost within our grasp. Yet it seems so hopelessly far away now. Please, Didier. Don't do this. I know you don't actually want to hurt anyone. Didier! The knight raises his sword, thrusting it forward with a sharp whoosh. Death! But then, breaking free from my grasp, the painting leaps into the air. I'm really sorry. You got stuck with a pair of dolts for brothers. George's! The next second, my eldest brother's blade pierces George's. George's! His form wavers momentarily, before fading into the darkness, his voice lingering behind. Don't worry about me, Michelle. I got my share of redemption already. I know it can be a bit of a pain, but do for D what you did for me, would ya? Now go on. Call out to him. Suck in a big old breath. Call out to your brother with everything you got. George's! It is my duty to punish the impure. To uphold the Bollinger name. The deer! Despite having already stabbed George's, the knight continues his march, blade pointing straight at me. Clench my teeth and glare at my eldest brother. Running is out of the question. This doesn't have to go any longer. It is my duty, as the eldest son. You deserve to be freed from your bonds as well. Be gone from this world. Didier! I shout his name with every ounce of air in my lungs. His eyes go wide, and his blade swerves off course, missing my heart. And piercing my gut instead. Didier, it's okay. You can let go now. It's not your responsibility anymore. You have no duty to anything anymore. Didier, I reach a hand out for my brother. Blood spills from the hole in my abdomen in rhythmic spurts. I can feel something hot rising in my throat. But that doesn't stop me. That does not stop my hand crawling through the air towards him. He's my brother. I have to do whatever I can for him. Free him. Bring him back. Didier, there's nothing here. In need of your judgment. With shaking fingers, I clasp my brother's arm. I squeeze, holding on with what vigor Vigor remains. Give another shout. Look me in the eyes, Didier. Please. Hear my voice. Hear your brother's voice. I can't stand to lose anyone else. If you don't come to your senses, then George's sacrifice will have been in vain. It's time for you to break free. For all three of us to be free. And for the curses we placed on ourselves. Didier, please. I hear a sound that's somewhere between a grunt and a gasp. My vision's gone blurry, so I blink hard several times, tearing my eyes to get a better look at him. Didier. I see his face. Twisted in anguish. Michelle. Didier. Well, thank goodness. You heard my voice. Did I do this to you, Michelle? It's nothing. I've made the same terrible mistake once more. Didier. I caused you harm. Attempted to take your life. It's alright, Didier. Michelle. Release yourself from the chains that bind you. But those aren't your duties anymore. You don't have to protect the family name or uphold the order standards. You can do as you wish. Punish me for my wrongdoing. Please, Michelle. Punish me. Didier. Cast judgment upon me. It's all in the past. Judgment is not necessary for anyone. That doesn't change what I did. I killed you. I hanged you from a cross. I must be made to pay for my sins. Punish me, Michelle. I implore you. Didier. I think I know now why you never removed your helmet that day. Why you remained silent for the whole ordeal. Michelle, you were crying, weren't you? Weeping for me. Your tears are atonement enough for me. Michelle, you bore a great deal of responsibility in life. As the Bollingers' firstborn, you were obligated to protect the family's honor. As a knight of the church, you were tasked with the duty of execution. You had no other choice. I sincerely believe there's nothing else you could have done. I bear no grudge against you. No resentment for the decisions you were forced to make. And I certainly don't curse you. Let's just forget it all. It's long over and done. Still, it was a mistake I never should have made. I took the life of the purest soul I know. There's no honor in that. Didier. But protecting the family name above protecting my actual family. You trusted me. You believed in me till the very end, and I killed you. I knew what I was doing. I knew you weren't cursed. I knew you weren't a witch. I knew you weren't a demon child. You were never unclean. You were my brother. Your family. I robbed you of your life. There's no one in this world more unfit to be a knight than me. You don't have to be a knight anymore. You don't have to be the Bollingers' firstborn son. Deciding not to wear those labels won't make you any less the brother I always loved. I'm honored to have been born in the same family as you. Michelle, there's something I never had the chance to tell you, Didier. All my life, I looked up to you, admired you. I still do, even now. There's a next life awaiting us. Hope we can be brothers again, Didier. Would you mind if I wish for that? No. No, of course not. Please do. And I hope you'll allow me to wish for the same. I love you, Michelle. My dear little brother. Are you just gonna ignore the fact that he just erased George's from existence? Upon hearing those words, Didier's phantom began fading away. A white mist that almost looks like it's made of undulating particles of light rises up around him. Before it's completely enveloped, you catch a glimpse of the tears streaking his cheeks. It's the first time I've ever seen him crying. I attempt to give him a smile in return. If I were to guess, that probably looks rather forced. The fact that I'm fighting back tears at the same time certainly isn't doing anything to make it convincing. Before it's completely faded away, I wrap my arms around my brother's shoulders, much like he did for me on the day of my exile. Not as an eternal farewell, but as a promise that we'll meet again. Didier, Georges. Right now, in this moment, I have no regrets about having been born a Bollinger. All I have is great pride. So I pray that one day, be it 10 or 1,000 years from now. But I thought being killed here made it so your soul got erased from existence. Morgana specifically said that before going into Yukimasa's cellar. It doesn't matter. The three of us can be reunited. I've got a number of things going through my mind right now, Morgana. I'm just not sure how to put any of it into words. Don't worry, those words say everything. You can cry if you want. I won't mock you, I promise. No, I won't cry. I'll save my tears for our reunion. Oh. That painting? You didn't have to get itself destroyed. You'll be fine, I'm sure. I have faith. As you know quite well, wishes do come true. Would you mind giving me a hand, Morgana? Or do you need a little help getting back up? Your other one? After a moment's pause, she hesitantly extends her fleshless hand. Clasp the bones. With her aid, pull myself to my feet. Blood spurts from my gut as I do. It's not much in the way of pain, strangely. Like creeping exhaustion. I feel like my legs will give out if I so much as give them the chance. Leaning on Morgana, we make our way back to the entrance. You're not gonna disappear, are you? Don't worry, Morgana. I won't disappear. Alright. Let's open the door. Bring light into this world of darkness. Move forward. Start anew. Brighter. Let's... I take in... Oh, is that just like let's? I take in a deep breath. Look up at the door. My eyes on the future. It's time to open the door. Not to an ending, but the door. To a new beginning. May the world that awaits us... You better give me an ending scene with Giselle, I swear. Be filled with light. It's a Kingdom Hearts, I get it. Oh. New song. The ending of Kingdom Hearts 1 is something like that. I forget what it was. I played that game over a decade ago. Immersed in near blinding light. Or press onward. This is called Boundless White. It's wide in all directions, not the tiniest speck of color to contaminate it. In fact, the concept of direction doesn't seem to exist in this world. Only pure, never-ending white. Actually, no. It's not right, now that I consider it. I was thinking of white as an absence of color. But white, the color, fills the plane. It's all disappearing. That's like a bluish. Made the right choice, didn't we? Yes. This is meant to be. You're a rather impressive man, I hope you realize. Not only did you 3 trap souls, and white isn't the absence of color. But, well, you're thinking of it, but white's all the colors, isn't it? Or black is the black is the absence of color, white is like I don't know how it works. I don't know colors. Not only did you free 3 trap souls, you also saved your brother. I didn't do any of that alone. Without help, I doubt I would have made it this far. I would have shattered yet again, until nothing was left. And Giselle gave you that strength? She did. So what? You're gonna wait for her here? I am. In that condition, I won't let myself disappear before she's made it back. Do you remember the warning I gave you in the mansion? About how if a soul is damaged and destroyed, it's wholly and utterly erased from existence? Yep. Never to return in any shape or form. If you lose much more blood, that's what will happen to you. You'll be erased forever. Don't worry, I won't let that happen. You push yourself too hard, Michelle. I feel like you're hurt in some way almost every time I see you. I suppose about half of that would be my doing. You may have caused me some pain, but I also want to be here without you. What? I mean it. If you say so. Besides, frankly, only ever seen you hurt. Only ever seen you hurt too. I suppose so. Whatever form your soul may assume in your next life, I'll be praying there's far less pain in it for you. This is why I'll never get along with you. Always concerned about others. Can I ask you something? Huh? If you were to be born again, Would you want it to be in a fully male body? That's what I've always wanted. So yes, I would. In your next life, if you have one, do you want to see Giselle again? Absolutely, I do. What if you could only have one or the other? Which would you choose? You even need to ask. No, I suppose not. You know, neither a witch nor a saint, just an ordinary powerless soul. No. So my wishes aren't likely to cause any more miracles. But I think I'll wish for something anyway. For what? Not telling. Well, I'll be off then. Alright. I didn't think it would be so difficult to come up with parting words. You can say whatever you like. First thing that comes to mind is fine. Okay, and I'll say to you the same thing I said to them. Very well, Michelle. Till our souls cross paths once more, with the boundless spear of fate. Farewell, indeed. If, however, if by some infinitesimally slow chance, we do happen to meet again, would you be my friend? Morgana? Absolutely. I wouldn't want it any other way. Not a nice person, you know. Nothing like the white-haired girl. Sure to be off-putting and rude. Gives you much grief and pain. Don't worry. I'm resilient enough to handle a little pain without pulling away. You're fine as you are. You don't need to change. So let's meet up in our next lives. And become good friends. Not good friends. Not acquaintances either. Just plain friends. Understand? Understood? Understood. I'm rather looking forward to it. Now, this is goodbye for real. So I suppose I'll part ways with some uncharacteristic honesty. I'm glad to have had you in my life, Michelle. And thank you for everything. Morgana. Farewell. Until our souls cross paths once more. In the boundless sphere of fate? No, I'm not saying it. It's so quiet. So unbelievably desolate. Giselle, you endured centuries, waiting for me to return. I'll wait right here, for as long as I must. She better come. The garden? Is it just gonna flash to every location? Cellar's next, maybe? Oh no, we're back? Oh, okay. I can feel the mansion. That gathering place for the departed fading away. I did it, Giselle. I broke the curse. I cast off the darkness. I saved Morgana. And all the other souls trapped there. Couldn't have done it without you. I miss you, Giselle. All I want is to see your face. To hear your voice. Feel your warmth. Tell you how much I love your smile. This is the main hallway, I think. The cellar. Okay, we are doing this. Got it. Where are you, Giselle? I know I said I wouldn't let myself disappear until you came back. And I'm wishing with all my might for my body to hold out. But it doesn't seem to be working very well. Coming to realize as I grow weaker, that the will of one man is nothing in the face of the will of the universe. Where are you, Giselle? I can't see you anyway. Fireplace. Who wrote that message in the cellar in door 3? I never brought that back out. I'll go back and reread it after this, but there's the pool table, door 3. I can see right through my hands, Giselle. My lower body is already gone, and the rest of it is following. I hope you'll still be able to find me. even without a body. This is the observation tower, right? Like the door to it. Yeah, there's the observation tower. I've lost my voice now, Giselle. I don't have much left to lose. Dissolving into the light. Say my name, Giselle. I want to hear you say my name. I'm here. Waiting. For you. It's the door to the observation tower. The last thing's gonna be the stained glass window of Michael, isn't it? Watch it. No. Library? Where are you, Giselle? Am I making it through to you? Even a little? I need you. I can't allow myself to disappear until you've returned. The bedroom. Like the parlor or something. What song is this? I don't recognize it. Gotta be a new one just for this occasion. Like, Giselle? The mirror. The last one's totally the stained glass. Yep, okay, there it is. And now she shows up. She shows up. I will not accept an ending where she doesn't. Come on. Yes! Michelle? Yes! We made it! Finally. I finally found you. Sorry it took so long. Don't worry, Michelle. I know that's you. I'll always be able to recognize you, no matter what. You don't have to be afraid. I wouldn't have made it out if it weren't for you, Michelle. A ray of light reached deep into the darkness, all the way down to where I was lost. It was a light more radiant than anything I've ever seen. So much I couldn't hold back my tears. I fought so very hard. You broke the Ancient's curse, released it from the darkness. I was right about you. You are strong, immeasurably so. Can you hear me there, Michelle? I'm sorry for keeping you waiting so long, for letting you deteriorate like this. But thank you. Thank you for waiting. Now it's time for us to return. Back to our rightful places. So please, Michelle, don't disappear on me. Don't let your soul's flame be extinguished. I beg you, keep holding on. There's still so much I need to tell you. I want to hear your voice. I want to feel your arms around me once more. I don't care when, as long as I can have that someday. So that means I need you to not disappear on me. Michelle? Michelle, you better live. I swear. I believe in you, Michelle. I believe you're still there, that you're still holding on. So I ask that one day, you'll come, and take my hand again. And you better show it on screen. Oh, we're not in Boundless White anymore. Oh, credits? No. There's a post-credit scene. Oh, it's an Umineko. Michelle Bollinger, age of death, 27. Giselle, age of death, 21. Oh, she was 21? I think we guessed she was like 30. Because we've got to take the joke choice. Morgana, age of death, 16. Jacopo Berzani, age of death, 26 and 67. Okay, he's 26 then. I thought he was 29. Yukimasa Ida, swordsman, age of death, 25. So that seems Ida. Mel Rhodes, age of death, 17 and 24. What? You was 24? And wait, you died at 17 and he didn't die at the indoor one at 17 though. Maybe he was 24, maybe? Maria Campanella, age of death, 24. Pauline Asama, age of death, 22. Nellie Rhodes, age of death, 14 and 18. Didier Bollinger, age of death, 37. Georges Bollinger, age of death, 42. They died pretty young. Well, back in the old days, the mortality rate was lower because a lot more people died in, like, a lot of, like, infants died in the childbirth. I think. That's part of it. And, you know, you didn't live to be 100. You lived to be, like, what, 80 maybe? Is this ever... Wait, what about Javi? Where's Javi? Modern day! Yes! Yes! Flaxen haired boy, yes! Hello? Anybody in there? Class is about to start. Last I checked, teacher never came in through the window. Oh, yeah, just a second. Been doing that a lot lately. Just staring out the window. Watching for something? Just spacing out. There's this girl who's usually out there around this time every day. Right over there, see her? Oh, that one? Looks like she goes to the junior high a few streets down. That's what I thought. But look at her hair. That flaxen color. Are they not siblings in modern day? It's almost the exact same color as mine. Can't get her out of my mind. Oh, really? You're that interested? Why not go have a chat sometime? I don't know. I don't even know where to begin. Obviously, gotta go with the old classic. Hey, baby, wanna get some ice cream and hang out? That sounds like a great way to get slapped. I'm not trying to pick her up. You're lying to yourself, man. No, I don't know, like, I'm curious, that's all. And I'm curious what makes your head work. Cause it sure ain't what everyone else's runs on. Now get moving. It's almost time for class. Wait, I'm coming. Wonder what her name is. Flaxen-haired girl. Hey, did you hear about the new ice cream shop that opened up down by the bus stop? I did. I hear that their mint is super good too. Now I want to try it. What do you say? Want to go check it out? Let's go. Get some of that mint with a big pile of chocolate chips on top. Ooh, I know. I'll get a double scoop. That sounds amazing. Gonna go get a double too. I bet the line's gonna be crazy. You better get going or... Huh? What is it? It's a cute boy who goes to that school there. I think we're just locked eyes for a second. Oh, what does he look like? A prince. A prince? Seriously? Don't you be making fun of princes now. You're not 9, you're 14. You still haven't grown out of your fairy tale phase? Like, oh my god. Just you wait. One of these days I'll meet a real prince. Then he won't be laughing anymore. You could never be able to get a real prince's attention. Hey, that's not very nice. Jerk, blockhead, meanie. Come on, let's get going. Okay. Oh, fine. I'll show you one day. That is my prince. We couldn't be luckier to have a talented engineer like yourself assigned to our branch. Yukimasa? You give me too much credit, sir. You don't give yourself enough credit. Send your record, and you come highly recommended from HQ. He's black-haired, man, because he doesn't carry a sword anymore. We've got high hopes for you. The higher the hopes, the greater the fallout when I make a mistake, which frightens me. What you call a mistake is what we generally refer to as a great accomplishment. I don't think I've ever met anyone as close to the perfect human being as you. I'm far, far from perfect. You Japanese really are a humble lot, aren't you? What is it? I thought I just saw a woman I recognized. We get a lot of tourists from your parts of the world around here. She's not Japanese. No, I must have been imagining it. This is my first time in France, after all. Gonna see Pauline now, or yeah, black-haired woman. The art museum, shopping. I could take a vacation to France and not want to see the art. We were there all day yesterday. And you agreed before we left today would be a shopping day. That's before I realized just how big it was, just how many beautiful paintings they had on display. There's no way one day is enough to see it all. One whole day of my vacation bored out of my skull. Not like you can eat the stuff, so what good is it anyway? Please. How about this? Go to a different museum. There's no art this time. Oh? What kind of museum? If you don't want to look at art. A torture museum. Is this supposed to be Maria? Right, because they're friends in door and the final door. Think I hate you. Lighten up. Telling me you don't want to see centuries of torture devices from all around the world? Absolutely not. Then we stick to the plan and we go shopping. Well, have it your way. But you didn't have to be so... Watch out behind you! What? Heck! God dang, that hurt! Oh, sorry. I know watch where you're walking, why don't you? If you're so desperate to make a dang ruckus, go find a cafe somewhere out of the way. Well, excuse me. I apologized, didn't I? I don't need to be such a... not saying that? Well, I didn't skip anything, did I? I clicked pretty fast. Yeah, okay. Have you ever heard of talking? Or was yelling the only thing you're capable of? This is why I can't stand tourists. Is this Jacopo? Have some dead consideration for the people who aren't just here to fool around. For the love of God. Thanks, guy. Your panties and and he's gone. That sure was something. Something is right. An insufferable stupid head, more like, oh, got him. Vernon Heck. Mother fricker. That said, I feel like I've seen him somewhere before. And it's just your imagination. You there. Paper. Wait, this is Jacopo. Good lord. Stock market is a dang mess. What a nightmare. Who's man then? Is it Javi? I mean, remember when Javali first met Javi, he was all, you know. Did he get his recognition in the end? Good lord, the stock market is a dang mess. What a nightmare. Tourists don't know how to shut up. The French are a bunch of stuck-up snobs. Pizza's awful. Nobody knows how to make spaghetti. Maybe I should just pack up my bags and forget it all. What the heck is this? An article about the human voice? Scientists are studying the effect certain frequencies in the human voice have on the brain. Keep this mumbo-jumbo out of the paper. My god. Save it for some paranormal or science magazine. Back to the stocks page. Dang it, the wind got my head! What is wrong with today? I believe this is yours. Yeah. Thank you. Pleasure is mine. Have a nice... hold on a second. Is this Morgana? Yes? First off, before I say anything, I'm not trying to hit on you. Don't get the wrong idea. Now, have we met before? We have, yes. When? And where? A long, long time ago. Much too long for you to remember. Excuse me? Our paths crossed in a mansion many, many years ago. Glad to see that you haven't changed a bit. Not particularly in the mood for jokes and supernatural nonsense today. I'm quite serious. One more question. Do we have any shared acquaintances? We do, yes. Though I could not say whether she is here or not. Hopefully you have the chance to cross paths with her. I, too, am looking for someone. She's talking about Maria there? Have a good day, sir. Yeah. Goodbye. There are memories. This finally sound again. Memories ingrained in my soul. Over the years, they've grown gradually more distinct. And now, at the age of 21, I remember everything. Were I to tell this to anyone, they'll think me mad, so I've kept it to myself my whole life. Or is this Morgana or Giselle? I'm not sure. Remember, many ages ago, there was a mansion. Yo! The house of Fata Morgana! There I met and lost someone dear to me. There, I waited for him to return. It's Giselle. I remember all the centuries I spent waiting. And I remember, He almost lost his soul trying to save me. I am once again waiting for him. I'm making my way to where that mansion once stood, a single red rose in hand. A rose containing all my hopes, my dreams, my love. I pray that it might one day reach you. Roses make wonderful gifts after all. I probably sound like I'm out of my mind, waiting for a man who exists only in my memories. A man who, in my 21 years of life, I've never once even caught a glimpse of. But that doesn't matter, because I know how much he means to me. I don't care what anyone else thinks. I will wait. I'll trust the memories burned into my soul. I don't know when he'll show up, or if he even will. Maybe we'll never meet in this life. Maybe I'll wait until I've grown old and died. But should that happen, I'll continue waiting for you in my next life. And the one after that if I have to. I'll always be waiting. No matter how long it may take, how great the obstacles that stand in my way, or what form you may assume. You better be at waiting where the mansion once stood. I'll wait as long as it takes. Another 100, another 1,000 years. So just promise you'll come back for me. Michelle. Michelle, you better be there. No, 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 no. Post credits. There's got to be a post credit scene. There's got to be. The House in Fata Morgana. Staff. I'm not gonna read all this. You can read it. You know, it's Japanese names, and I'm gonna mispronounce at least some of them if I say them. By some, I mean all of them. Logo design. Design assistant. What's design assistants? Like, he shows him the design. It's like, is it crooked? Like, you know that scene that happens in movies and TV shows. And if you're hanging a portrait in your life, I've had it happen to me before. So I know it happens to at least some people. Sound effects. Coloring assistants. A+++. Photo materials. The backgrounds. Plugins. Special thanks. Alice in Dissonance. I recognize that name. I don't know what they do though. English localization staff. And I could say these names, but I won't. Localization management. What, post on Twitter? Hey, we got a game. It's probably more difficult than that. Thank you for playing. I'm waiting. At least pull like a rewrite and give me like a CG where they're both in the picture. The house in Fata Morgana. I'll move my mouse off the screen. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't worry. Yes, please. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Don't worry. You don't have to wait any longer. Yes. 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 Giselle. Keep going. Keep going. I'm here for you. Yes, yes, yes! It's like this song. This song's great. Come on. Did it. Yes, yes, yes! They've done it! Whoa! Thank God! Thank God! There are memories. Memories ingrained in my soul. I remember there once stood a mansion here, in which many tragedies took place, in which great pain was suffered. Much of what happened in those walls was unspeakable, but they are events I should never have forgotten. Because amidst all the misfortune, I attained something irreplaceable. Giselle. There's so much I have to say, so much I want you to know, but I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to get to do all that. So for the time being, allow me to say this. Giselle? Your smile is the light of my life. I want to spend my days with you. With that smile always at my side. And nothing to get in our way. Ending 8. Fata Morgana. Thank God. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed by thy name. Hallowed be thy name. I ask of thee, O Father, to bestow upon their souls thy blessing. This is what Morgana said before she left. Thank God. Got prologue. Oh, the title screen changed! I love it when they do that! Concert hall, that's music pro. Yep. Backstage. So that we're not done yet. Oh, the music stopped playing. Oh, prologue. What is this? We got the achievement prologue. Hold on. Look at achievements. Reach all the endings. Okay, so we're not done yet. Thankfully. They changed the title screen sound too. It's so good. It's so good. Oh my God. That's the most a visual novel has made me feel in a long time. Oh. So I'm gonna call that there. This isn't the end. I know we have the backstage to do. I think that's like a comedic thing. And if not, if it's something, we have the prologue. I don't know what it is, but we have that to do. Yeah, I need a moment. I'll be back. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.